Hi, I'm Vince, and in this sponsored video, I want to give you my honest review of these EDC flashlights. They're multi-purpose flashlights. You get two of them, great for repairing your car, for camping, for fishing, even can be used as an emergency light. I'm going to show you all of that. You get two in the box. They're LED lights, very small and compact. They look like this here. Lights up there. Lights on the side, buttons right here I'll show you. These buttons turn the different lights on right here. You've got the rechargeable USB cable right there, that's where that goes. And I'm going to tell you some of the things I really like about these. One is that you get two of them, and that's great. I like that they've got clips, so they can just clip onto your belt right here, just like this. So you could technically have one here and one here. And what I like about that idea is that you can have the light, let's say you were walking on a trail. You could be using this to light your path on the trail. I might actually have to put this one the other way to get that light coming out, but just like that, they could be lighting the path on the trail. Now, I'm going to show you how bright these are and some of the things I like about them, and then I'm going to answer some of the most commonly asked questions. And then I'll demonstrate how bright they are in the dark because I'm out here in my garage. But the one light turns on, the one button turns on this light right here. And I also like that it has a digital display for the time left on the battery. So 100%. So you know whether your battery is running low, you're not guessing at it. You're not trying to remember, but how long have I used this? Is this going to last the hike I'm going to take or the whatever? You know 100%. You can press on this button and get different light modes. There's red, and there's the flashing kind of SOS signal. Now here's something else that I like. Let's say we had it on the red. If I press and hold for 3 seconds, it turns the light off, but it has a memory. The next time I turn the light on, it remembers I was on red, and it brings it back to red. That's fantastic. If I left it here and then I press and hold for 1, 2, 3, it turns off. I turn it back on, it's going to remember it was in the strobe mode. So really love that. That's a great feature. The other button turns on your front headlights here. Look at that. I'm blinding you. Sorry about that. But look how bright that is. And they have brightness settings. A little bit less. Then you've got a fast strobe and a slow strobe. And again, on the slow strobe, the fast strobe, whichever light setting you have it on, if you press and hold that button and turn them off, once they're off, when you turn it back on, it remembers the setting you had it in. So that's a great memory feature that it has. So I really, really like that you can do that. And both of them work that exact same way. They come with the two USB charging cables, one for each, and a little set of instructions that tell you what the lights do and how to turn the different ones on and off, and basically just what I showed you. So now let me answer some of the most commonly asked questions about these flashlights. First of all, how bright is it? Everybody wants to know that. 1100 lumens. So that is plenty bright. It's going to be great for nighttime walks, household emergencies, camping, whatever it might be. That is plenty of light. How compact is it for everyday carry? And it's interesting, that's a question people ask because EDC stands for everyday carry. These are very light. They weigh a few ounces and they're only 4 inches tall, 1.3 inches wide and 0.6 inches thick. So very light, very compact. So they are an everyday carry flashlight. Like I said, you could easily have this clipped to your belt and not even know it's there. And you've always got it. It could fit in your purse, in a glove box. If you're riding a bike, it can be in your little bike pouch. I mean, they're so small you can take them anywhere. Does it use disposable batteries? Nope. Rechargeable, like we said. And it comes with the recharging cables, and it has the display that lets you see how much battery is left. Is the body metal or plastic? It's metal. So that's another cool thing. These are aircraft grade, they say, aluminum metal cases. They can be dropped from, they've done about a 4-foot drop test. They're rugged, they'll hold up. So they could fall off your belt, you could knock them over, whatever would happen, these are gonna take it. They're gonna take the beating. And then what does EDC mean? Again, everyday carry. So these are absolutely fantastic. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn off my garage light, and then I'm going to let you see just how bright they are in the dark. All right, here we are in the dark. I'm going to turn one of the flashlights on, and it remembered that I was in that mode, but there it is. So you can kind of see, look how bright that brightens everything up. Look how much you can see. And I can put it on a little bit lighter setting. Oops, that was the wrong thing. That's a little bit lighter, so that's the low setting. And of course we can put it on the strobe, which is very bright. It's not even facing me and it's very bright. And then the slow strobe. And then we'll turn it off. The other light, look how bright that is. That's the long, thin light. But again, you can see how bright it is. Very, very bright, lighting up my garage. Turn on the red. And again, you can see the effect that that has, how bright that is. Oops. And there's the red. That's your emergency light. Let's say you were broken down on the side of the road, putting that on the back of your car with the magnet. That would work really, really well. So very, very bright. I'm going to show you again something that I think is kind of cool that you can do with them. Like I said, if you're a hiker and you're going to go for a walk, this is something that I think is kind of cool. You can just clip them onto your belt, and look at that. Now you're just walking forward. So if I was walking around, I have plenty of light, but my hands are free. So I can be carrying whatever I need to carry, whatever I need in my hands, and I'm walking around with these on my waist. So just another really cool way to use them. So let me turn the light back on and ultimately tell you what I think. And before I tell you what I think, I also wanted to show you, I said they were magnetic. So the light is shining down here. You can see that. So imagine you're working on your car, or even this could be like a reading light at night that you could use, have it clipped on, but it is magnetic. So that's a really cool feature too. If you wanted the front light on instead, and you can have both on, as you can see, you can have both sets of lights on, the side and the front light at the same time, but you could have it clipped like that up to something so that it's like that. I don't have a metal surface to do that with, but that's the idea. So lights back on now. Turn these off. What do I think of these? I think they're fantastic. I love that they've got the digital display because I can, see what the battery charge is. I love how lightweight they are. I love the memory on them. And when they're fully charged, they'll last about 10 hours. So you're going to get through the night, especially if you alternate them. But you're going to get through the night. 10 hours of battery, charge up in about 3 hours. So if you're watching this video, you're obviously in the market for something like this. These caught your eye, and rightfully so. These are excellent batteries. So why don't you do this? Why don't you go ahead and put a set in your cart? They do come in a pair, so you're getting 2 at a time. You have nothing to lose, really. Get them, try them. Try them for a couple of weeks, see what you think of them. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description below. It'll take you right to your Amazon account, right to this product page, and you can put them in your cart that way. But I'm pretty confident that if you get yourself a pair of these, you're going to love them as much as I do. These are keepers.